untuk memastikan aktiviti ekonomi negara ini berterusan melalui bantuan prihatin nasional.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before the debate started, let me share you about the situation that happened today. As you know, today the world has been fighting against the coronavirus, or everyone knows it as COVID-19. All the countries have been affected, and to control this pandemic disease, the government from every country has to implement the Movement Control Order (MCO) to prevent this pandemic disease from keep spreading around the world. Now, Malaysia already entered fourth phase of Movement Control Order. During the MCO, all the government and private premises are shutting down except for those involved in essential services and some sector with the government permission. So, many Malaysians cannot go to their workplace as usual during the MCO period. In view of the unprecedented outbreak of COVID-19 and its impact on the Malaysian economy, on 27 March 2020, the Prime Minister of Malaysia announced the details of the Prihatin Rakyat Economic Stimulus Package with a focus on preserving the welfare of Malaysian citizens, supporting businesses and strengthening the economy. The package provides additional one-off cash transfer not just for B14 households and individuals, but those in the M40 as well. In addition, 2 more soft loans for small and medium-sized enterprises (SME) and a 6-month loan moratorium announced earlier by the central bank. However, questions arise as to whether the package is sufficient to ensure the economic survival and subsequent recovery once the pandemic has passed. SME, which make up nearly half the national economy and employ more than 60% of its workers, they have been particularly vocal about declining the inadequacy of the government stimulus measure in supporting the sector. So today we will debate about the Prihatin package, which is it beneficial to individual or it is enough for the needs of SME. For business side, we have Muhammad Izdiat bin Isa, and for individual side, we have Nur Akila binti Nur Hisham, and I'm Kunaresha as moderator. Okay, now I will call Muhammad Izdiat to start the debate.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Izdiat, and I'm going to represent for the business side. My first argument is SMEs companies mostly need to the economic stimulus package because we are a key driver of the country's economy. The evidence is the SME sector contributes to more than 2/3 of the total employment in our country and almost 40% to the economy. Due to this, the government will help us to maintain SMEs by including the benefit of the packages, abolish 2% interest rate to 0% under the microcredit scheme, amounting to 500 million under Bank Simpanan Nasional. The soft loan scheme for micro enterprise is also extended to Tekun Nasional with a maximum loan limit of 10,000 at 0% for each enterprise. And for companies with employees of less than 75 people, will gain a wage subsidy of 1,200 ringgit per month per employee. Through this improvement, companies will receive more benefits and assistance rather than individual who the loan need to bear much lesser than the business owner. Second is SME companies be able to pay the rent of the shop, office, premise, and warehouse that involved in the circle of the company's business. By this, the employers could survive and not losing their business, and employees will not be terminated due to the cost-saving approach taken by the company. It shows that the business owner much priority rather than individual who don't need to bear all of this. Third is the stimulus economic package will reduce the burden of the SMEs business from totally paying the costly levy of foreign workers who work in the SMEs companies. The packages given by the government to the SME through the economic stimulus package plus is to reduce the levy of foreign workers by 25% to all companies with work permit that will expire in the period of 1 April to 31st December 2020. From this, SMEs will be able to survive even the business is not in operation due to the RMO period. This is the evidence why SMEs more need these benefits because individual doesn't need to pay any working divide. So that's it from me.
All right, thank you to Mr. Izdiak. Now, I will tell you about the individual size. All right, as we know, the increasing number of the infection of the COVID-19 is quite worrying about the whole world. With that issue, our Prime Minister, which is Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, has announced the detail of the Prihatin Rakyat Economic Stimulus Package on 27 March 2020, which worth about 25 billion ringgit Malaysia, which will benefit everyone. Of this, almost 128 billion ringgit Malaysia will be channeled to preserve the rakyat welfare. Based on the Department Statistic Malaysia, surveys on the effect of the COVID-19 on the economy and the individual, there are 52.6% of the respondents that were affected during the movement control order. As a result, the state that was heavily affected is Sabah, Kelantan and Perlis. In statistics, there are more than 71.4% of self-employed respondents have a sufficient saving for less than 1 month. Then, 77.2% of employers and 82.7% of private employees have a sufficient financial saving for up to 2 months, while 78.9% of the government-linked company and company employees and 75.2% of multinational company employees have the sufficient financial up to 4 months. As we know, to overcome the issue, the government has provided the Prihatin stimulus package for the rakyat, which is consists of 1,600 ringgit to B40 and 1,000 to 1,000 ringgit to M40, and not forgotten to the 800 ringgit Malaysia to the individual aged 21 and over who earn monthly income below 2,000 ringgit, while 250 ringgit to the individual earning 2,000 until 4,000 ringgit a month. It can help to keep survive for their daily life since there is no real income during the implementation of MCO. Besides that, the government also have given a appreciation allowance for the frontliner, which is 600 per month to the doctor and the medical staff, while 400 ringgit per month to the military, police and the immigration and the other members who are directly involved. Furthermore, the government has provided the 500 ringgit one-off assistance to the e-hailing drivers since there are 46.6% of self-employed employees have lost their job following the COVID-19 outbreak. With all this package, it can help people to reduce their burden of being deprived of a source of income due to declining in the export and the domestic demand and the impact of the implementation of MCO. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kila. So I'm going to further to the counter argument. However, from the above stimulus package provided to the SMEs, it showed that the companies and owner of business are fully responsible to their employees and companies throughout the MCO period and COVID-19 crisis. We really need that economic stimulus package due to we still need to pay for our workers' wages and also loan that we take to induce and roll the money in our business. Why the operation of the business need to be stopped at the moment. From the gain of this stimulus package, we could be able to pay their salary as usual. From the point, that's why it's so much important for SMEs to much gain the package benefits by the government than individual, because we are responsible to keep food on the table of our workers' family, and that is a big point to be noted here. So, how about you, Kila?
All right. In my point of view, now we can see that the individual, that's why individual is important to get the more stimulus economic, because without them, how the business will run the business and get their buyer. Clearly, it showed that the individual is the main actor to generate the source of income to our country. For example, we know all the couriers have a big problem in delivering the goods to the customer due to the huge demand for online product. During MCO, statistics show that 830 workers have been laid off by the employer because of the financial problem. When they don't have job, obviously they don't have any income to survive. With the MCO that we cannot expect when it's finally over. while SME still can run their business with other alternatives through the online platforms such as Shopee, Lazada, and make some cash on delivery for the certain area. We also have emphasized the leader of the family because they have a responsibility to take care for their wife and children. So I'm very always grateful to have a prime minister that caring too much to their people. Like his tagline, no one left behind. So I'm pretty sure with all this effort from the government, our people will survive until the end of the MCO. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay. On the other hand, as SMEs, companies for sure do have buildings and premises that need to be paid for the monthly rent, and the costs usually are very high in order for us as tenant to keep our staff inventories and also our huge machines safe during the RMO periods. From the stimulus package, we are able to gain discount for rentals to SME tenants in the retail sector, which are operating on premises owned by government-linked company (GLC). It is very helpful for us as SMEs companies in order to save and maintain our business throughout the whole period of the crisis. The others may say that the SME needs to bear the levy cost of the foreign workers. So that's why the SMEs really need the benefit of the stimulus economy package because they still can maintain their foreign workers without need to further retrenchment action in order to maintain the running business. So that is from me on the sides of besides of the businesses. So thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, thank you for Muhammad Izdiat and Nur Akila for the good debate. Okay, for the conclusion, the Prihatin Raya Economic Stimulus Package are beneficial and help for both individual and for the small and medium-sized enterprises (SME), where there is comprehensive and will certainly go a long way in reducing the pain suffered by many entrepreneurs. Furthermore, everyone in this country played an important role to support the economy in Malaysia with this critical crisis. As the Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin said in his speech, stated that Malaysia is a nation at war with invisible forces, presuming that one of those forces is an economic crisis. One hopes that the government is ready to devote more firepower for the battles. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.